Hi everyone, I hope you're well. This is CoinsKid. Just going to dive into XRP once again. Thank you for support. Okay, big little CoinsKid crew. So right now XRP, for me, this is why I always say to you, zoom out. There's no guarantees in this market. And one thing I've always told you is time in the market beats time in the market. Okay, so for me, I think that XRP is a serious project, a really, really serious project, and it's already proven itself to be a serious project that needs to be taken seriously. And the reason is because it's still in the top 10 by market capitalization rankings on CoinGecko, all the market cap ranking sites there, and it's got that the court case over it, isn't it, with the SEC right there, but it's still sort of hovering here, isn't it? It's not capitulated. This was capitulated when the news come out, so it did a level of capitulation, but right there it started to have its own little bull run. It started to come upstairs and you're falling back to support. So this is why I always say to you, time in the market beats time in the market, and I am still long-term bullish on XRP, and I see a lot of people trolling the comments like, oh, where's your $27? It ain't even got there yet, and stuff like that. But it's the road to it, that's why it's got on the thumbnail. It's the road, down here, this particular previous bull run, we topped out, we started to roll down and we're consolidating, chip chop sideways, noisy, horrible. I would have been dropping the fibs down here, okay? I would have been dropping the fibs in this bull run, telling you that XRP is going to go to 50 cents when XRP was trading down here at 0.006, okay? What an opportunity, and people down here wouldn't have been believing me. And at that point, XRP broke out and it did something like an ATX, basically. I'm not saying you're going to get an ATX here, but the fibs are boss. And so far, you're coming up with stairs, you're falling back to support. So it's a long game thing. And just there, driving the absolute fear of God into people, squish them to a corner, and then you break out to the upside. Now, XRP is holding relatively strong, okay? And if you look at this multi-year level of chip chop sideways consolidation, but holding itself, and at that point broke out. Okay, so for me, I do think that potentially, given the structure and it's retaining structure, even if you start to lose this low, okay, and you come down, it's opportunity for me. Bear market, whatever. I do think that it's opportunity, potentially some kind of ABC zigzag there correction, coming down and to the lows. This is what I always do. If you lose that low, I'll give you 1618 targets down there around about 27 cents, isn't it? We've gone through that, but it will be opportunity because look, this was opportunity. Don't you wish you could go back right now and get involved in XRP there, okay? Because I know that once we come up here and we break that and hold them eyes, you'll be kicking yourself for not accumulating at these levels, which is what I've always done. I've always accumulated in the bear, and here I keep accumulating, I keep stacking, I keep adding to my portfolio, because for me, you're stepping up. Going sideways, you step up, go sideways, and you'll be kicking yourself that you wasn't getting involved there. Okay, this is why it's time in the market beats time in the market. These things are not going to get to where they're going to get to overnight, and I always stipulate this. Okay, I do have thought experiments where I try to time the breakouts, but it's really, really difficult. It is really difficult, and no one's got a crystal ball. I always remind you of that. But it's all about support and resistance. So providing you can hold support, you're going to come up, and providing you break resistance and backtest no support, you're going to continue to the upside. But you start to lose support, key levels of support, you're going to cascade and you're going to roll. So like I said to you so many times, this level here is your most important level of support. So before anyone starts screaming bear market, this is your bear market, you start to lose that. Potentially, you've entered some big whopping correction here, and you're potentially in sort of kind of mini bear market there. And this was the start of a mini bear market where you started to roll and lose these structure, okay, and you're coming down to 27 cents, which would be the 1618. But it's still opportunity, because for me, you're going into a level of consolidation here, and you come back up and hold that, and you're gone, basically. And you will only wish you was buying down here, as you wish you was buying down here right now. Do you understand that? So this is 1, this is 2, and in the future you're going to be up there on 3, okay, leveling out again. And who knows where it's going to go, okay? So that's XRP. I do think that XRP is amazing technology, and it's already proven itself because it's still here, and it's not done this. It's not gone to zero, even with the SEC on its ass, okay? Now, obviously, what happens with the SEC could indicate what happens with XRP in the future. You start to come down, shit, and it goes to zero, and it does come all the way back down to these levels, and it was a scam. But for me, I don't think it is. I think the technology is amazing, so I'm a big believer, and this is why you don't put more than you can afford to lose. It's another rule of thumb, okay? You only sort of dollar cost average what you can afford to lose. So therefore, I've always said this to family and friends: instead of ordering yourself a Chinese or a takeaway at the end of the week, just buy yourself some crypto. Forget about it. Stockpile it. Forget about it, and never sell it. You know, never sell it. Just think long term, your retirement fund. But again, nothing I say is financial advice. But I do think that XRP is on a journey. It is on a journey to them levels that are stipulated on the thumbnails, you know, and I will continue to keep that on the thumbnail until we actually get there. And then I can say, I told you so, whether or not it's 5 years, 10 years, or whatever. But I do envision us getting there, providing we can keep doing what we're doing, which is, you know, pretty much like what we did in this previous bull run, holding structure, holding support, holding structure, holding support, and eventually come up and break the high. And when we do, you know, you'll be kicking yourself that you wasn't buying at these levels, just like you're probably kicking yourself that you wasn't involved buying them levels right there for XRP. But remember, there's no guarantees, okay? This is why you always dollar cost average, no more than you can afford to lose, okay? So that's just a quick little update for you on XRP. I'll give a more detailed update tomorrow, but, you know, long term, I'm bullish on XRP. Stay healthy, stay strong, stay tuned. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.